According to the National Bureau of Statistics, Nigeria's real estate industry accounted for 6.39% of Nigeria's GDP in 2020. In today's video, we're going to be sharing the story of a 31-year-old real estate developer who started from the bottom and has been able to find success from building homes for Nigerians. First of all, how old are you?
I'm 31.
You're 31?
Yeah.
How did you get started in the real estate industry?
I think the story should be about when I started business, not just when I started real estate, because real estate is like 7th or 8th business that I actually founded.
Oh,
yeah.
You're a serious businessman.
And a lot of people will say, oh, how are you able to do all that in just 31 years of age, 30? I've been in the business for 15 years. My first business was registered when I was 16.
What business was that?
So we were teaching people in JAM class, I just finished secondary school. And I think I literally just got admission. We were teaching just secondary school leavers how to pass JAM. We were printing books, do tutorial. Then I moved to women wears. Then I sold food, then I sold cars. Then, a lot of businesses, some that I can't even remember right now. To be honest, I don't think I've ever worked for anyone.
So you've always had that entrepreneurship spirit, right, from a very young age?
Yeah, it's crazy because my dad is a lecturer and then he wanted me to be like him, like, this boy, you're brilliant. You always pass with good grades. What are you trying to do? This is why you're wasting away your life,
Yeah.
So we kept doing all of that, pushing, and I came to Lagos. I think I came to Lagos in 2013. So I schooled in Ife. I was born in Ibadan. Lived the first 16 years of my life in Ibadan. And then when I came to Lagos, I had a shoe factory. We were making shoes, doing shoes. I was quite a successful shoemaker as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then while we were making shoes, I was supplying some real estate companies. So real estate company, the head of marketing was my very good friend. And then he was seeing the way I was marketing, I was selling, I was like, guy, if you sell shoes like this, you sell real estate. So I'll take the brochure, I'll take it to my factory because, of course, I used to sell shoes to top clients.
Like how many years ago was this?
This was year 2014. I think I did that again in 2015. Then I started my company, the real estate company, in 2015 ending. So I started marketing other people's properties, started doing well. I think because I was an entrepreneur before, I had direct access to head of companies, like CEO of those companies.
Oh, that you've built the relationship with based on the shoe business.
Yeah, so I was looking for business for them. And it was not, I was more than just a marketer, more than an agent, because I give them business advice to them. Like when I did this time, it didn't work and I don't think you should do it like that. So they were telling me things, various things and stuff. And, they were impressed by my tenacity and all of those. It was crazy, it was not that easy. We started from Ibeju-Lekki. Then, remember, I was selling shoes at the factory and then I think I had one car that I was driving. Uber just came into Nigeria around that time.
Yeah, around that time,
and then I had one that was doing Uber for me. When I would take the car, I would drive the Uber around.
Are you serious?
And at night.
Oh, you used to do, I used to do Uber too. Yeah, I used to do Uber too, but continue.
At night, I'm like, this guy wants to send me back to I'll do it at night because, of course, in the morning I'm a corporate guy. But then when we wanted to start a real estate company, there was no funds. Though I had support from some of my friends, Ifet, and they, God bless them. I think I sold 2 of my cars. So I sold my factory in Bajulai, all the machines that generate on my computer. My cousin, everybody was like, guy, are you normal? And it was something new, but I believed in it so much. So I sold everything. I think I was able to raise like 15 million. We then went to Ibeju-Lekki to talk to the family of those people that want to give us land. They said, go and deposit 200 million. We made them believe that there was 200 million place, but we can't pay at once. We have to say that your land is genuine. So in all those scope and stuff. So we gave them the check, I think 15 million. There was no money to do other things. We signed the contract, we put the board on the land. Then I was like, oh my God, we've secured this land now, where do we go from here? Then they were running from there, sharing pamphlets, hustling, going to markets, going to meet people, marketing. I think the second day that we launched, we sold one plot. We were selling a plot for, I think, 550,000. But the woman who came to the office, I had you, can you come? I can't buy for 50, I'll buy for 400. But look, we didn't have a choice, man. Guess what? 2-3 months after that, we did not sell anything. I was the accountant, I was the HR, I was...
You're wearing so many hats.
I was doing everything myself. We just sat down, we prayed, did some strategic move, signed with some partners, and then from there, they picked up. We sold almost 300 plots in another 2 months.
What's your background like? What kind of family are you from?
So I'm from a very humble background. We grew up in Molete, Ibadan.
So you're a full Ibadan guy.
I'm not a full Ibadan guy. I'm from Lagos State. I'm
Okay.
from Ekpe, but we grew up in Ibadan. The only thing that young people did then was gambling, smoking, and taking paraga on the streets, you know.
Yeah.
So the highest kind of dream that you can have as a young person is to own your own boss. I looked at the environment, I looked at everything. One thing that helped me was I got exposed to reading very early in life. Books that were much more older than me. So I can say that I read my way out of poverty. I started mingling with those people, but I had to call myself back to say, look, if you mingle with these people, you're gonna end up being like them. And I don't want to be like them. And I'm like, you know what, I want to become governor, I want to do this, I want to do great things for my life. Look, I've listened to a lot of them. Oh, hey, politician give him money. Yahoo boys used to give him money. So I'm not from a rich background. Maybe if I was, maybe I wouldn't be where I am today. So you have to give thanks to Almighty God for everything.
Why did you decide to build your business in Nigeria, despite the fact that everybody's complaining about Nigeria?
One of the worst days of my life was when I got rejected from the US Embassy. 4 of us, we went, I did the interview. I was even the one that spoke. The man just said, I can't give everybody visa, I'll give 2 people visa. I just give bam, bam. And omitted me. I'm like, yeah. I was so sad, And I think I read a book then. I realized that it's easier to make money in poor environment because the poor people don't know how to use money. Rich people, they have the smartest of lawyers. It's difficult to get money from them. You have to pitch the value so much. That's why you find out that Ponzi scheme
hits the poor more. True.
So it was not like I didn't try to live. I tried to. It
But
didn't
not allow you.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
And when it didn't work, I'm like, you know what, let me stay and make money. To be honest, when I decided to stay, I did shoes. I made money, not a lot of money, but quite a bit. Before when we started, I was young and people were like, this boy, how can I give
so much money to
this
him?
boy so much money. And then when anybody asks me, who's the owner of the company? I'm like, the owner is in the UK. I'm the one that is managing
it for you.
Some of them will say, don't worry, when the owner comes, I will come and
drop.
And today's video is sponsored by the like button, so please hit the like button if you've been enjoying this video so far. When you hit the like button, it recommends this video to a lot of other people out there who can gain knowledge from this video too. Let's jump right back in.
We've been able to do wonderful stuff over the year, and I'm proud of the team.
Building a business in Nigeria is probably one of the hardest things to do. What are some of the challenges? Because I'm sure you've definitely faced challenges.
Look, trust me, they're ugly parts of it. I've lost a lot of money. I should have probably even been in jail by now. Is it the government problem, the approval? Like you have an approval and one day someone comes, lock up your sites.
Even after you've gotten approval?
Yeah. I've been to buy land twice.
That's on your own land that you've paid for and your property.
My property, I have the title, I have everything. I think one of the problems that most entrepreneurs face is raising finance, getting funds to start up, and sometimes getting the best hand to work with them.
One thing I've noticed from going around Africa and showcasing real estate, when you come to Nigeria, it's kind of like almost all the houses are the same. What do you feel can be done?
There's difference between when you're building luxury and then when you're building a house that just has to be functional. Most middle income people, they just want to live in functional houses. Remember, they don't have a lot of money. Some of them have even paid for 3 years. They can't use private mortgage because it's too expensive. If you want a functional house that is cheap and you're not prioritizing aesthetics, the developer then in turn has to reduce the cost of construction from design to materials. But if you go to Banana Island or Asokoro, for example, you probably see different new designs. And that's because, look, these people are rich. They can say that, look, I have 2 billion. Some people even say I have an open budget. Design a villa for me. I want to live like a king. Yesterday I was in an estate around Ikati. I'm like, look, this is badly built. And the person told me that, but I enjoy 24 hours electricity and water. In our mind, like I'm sleeping. I wake up in the morning, there's electricity. And there's water. And the water is not bad. I mean, what do I want again? This is Nigeria and I'm not rich. But I mean, look, we're getting there. If you notice, most of the buildings in Ikoyi now are being bulldozed off. Look at number 4, one of the best buildings in Nigeria. We are doing something on that road to 22 stories on Gerard. It's called the Cove. It's not very luxurious, but we've paid attention to all the details, to almost everything.
That totally answers my question and it gives me more perspective and I think I understand it better now.
I saw the name Veritasi Homes. What does Veritasi mean?
It's from Veritas, actually.
Okay.
It means truth, like
Truth.
integrity. So I think when we were trying to register it, and then I think we couldn't find Veritas, or the lawyer made a mistake or something.
Yeah.
And it was Veritas. I'm like, yo, let's do
Let's
it,
do it
man.
like that. A lot of people feel like real estate in Lagos is too expensive.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
You cannot compare Nigerian real estate to South African real estate, or England or Atlanta. First of all, look at that road that we came in from.
Yeah, that road,
From that, we fixed it ourselves. We've
That
done
whole
it-
road?
Yeah, we've done it twice now. And we spent not less than 20 million, 2 times.
Wow. Isn't that
So-
meant to be like government work?
Yeah, I mean, this is the country that we found ourselves. A country in which I've had to provide infrastructure myself to make sure that a development is done. I mean, who bears the cost?
True.
And then apart from that, the cost of money. For the people that take loans a lot from the bank. I mean, I take some time to, taking money at 21, 22%. That's craziness.
Wow.
All of this light that you've seen here is done by ourselves. This water is produced by us. We put transformer here 2 or 3 times now. They've stolen the cable. One cable is like 3-4 million. So
Damn.
we then have to put securities, 247 every night to rotate
To guard
to guide this transformer. Do you understand? Where do I put that cost?
Costs.
If I'm going to transport building materials
Yeah.
in developed countries,
Yeah.
use the train.
Yeah, use the
Transportation
train.
is cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
Yeah, if I want to
definitely.
take granite from where we take granite from here, I mean, the cost of granite itself is not very expensive, but the cost of transportation down to site
Transportation
is crazy.
is crazy, yeah,
Do you
I can
understand? Just last year, reinforcement was 200 and something thousand, and this year it's already 430 to 440,000. Cement was 2006, 2005 when we started this project. Now it's 4,000. These are 100% inflation, not
Yeah.
16% like it's widely reported by newspapers and all. We've done a lot of projects that were not profitable. In fact, let me tell you, it's easier not to be profitable doing big projects like this than when you do 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 units.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean,
When people see massive size, they feel like it's like more money.
So this is it, right? When you do projects like this, you
Yeah.
think, oh, so much money. It gives you a lot of revenue, good.
Yeah.
But if you do profit per earnings per unit,
per unit.
you realize that it pays you to do 5 fully detached bedroom
Bedroom.
in Lekki and probably make like 20-50 million naira each. If you do it like 50 units or 70 units, you realize at the end of the year you're making maybe 5 million naira each. The wastage, the artisans management, the people that will steal your stuff.
There are more. It's like you multiply your problems.
The amount of inflation that will happen in the cost of the projects.
True.
Do you understand?
Because this will take longer than small.
You can
units.
easily finance 5 units yourself, but can you finance 70 units yourself? No, you have to go to the bank. The bank will give you a lot of bottlenecks. They can even ask you for your grandfather's birth certificate. And all of this. So that's the problem we're facing in Nigeria. Normally they say something that when you're pushed to the wall,
Yeah.
you turn back, right?
Yeah.
Normal places.
Yeah.
But in Nigeria, when you're pushed to the wall, you break the wall.
Well, and you keep moving.
You break the wall and you keep moving. And that's what we've been doing. So you say, oh, there's inflation, this, that, complain and all, but people will buy. In Nigeria, one of the ways to measure success is by owning houses.
Owning houses, true.
In other countries, you can say, oh, I'm successful, I have
Yeah.
Bitcoins.
Yeah, Bitcoin. Yeah, here is no. You
I'm
have
very
to own-
successful, but in Nigeria, I'm
you have to
successful. How
own
many real estate,
do
do
you own? True.
A lot of people have houses in ATL, in Dubai, and everywhere, but they have to come and buy. And then we have the population advantage, housing shortage, and all.
True.
So the buying power is there. Of course, the inflation, prices keep going up. But I mean, people manage to buy, and they will manage to build as well.
What would you like to change about Africa?
To be very honest with you, there are a lot of problems. I was coming from Dubai to Kenya,
Yeah.
and I was harassed at the airport. This guy was literally asking me for bribe openly.
Yeah.
Even made me miss my flight. So what I'm trying to say is our people, the leaders, the people, the infrastructure,
So if you change something, the mindset is what you change.
the mindset. Yes, the mindset, because that's going to trickle down. A lot of people will say, oh, people, we don't want them to rule. But the younger people are worse than them, because I've had conversations with a few of them before. These ones are not hiding.
We'll flaunt it on Instagram.
So you cannot compare to countries like France, like Belgium, like England.
yeah.
This country like 500 years, 600 years plus.
True.
They've tried, gotten it wrong,
gotten it wrong.
and now they're doing well. But I mean, we're literally just 60-something years.
60-something.
So I think that there's still hope.
My final question for you is, there are lots of young entrepreneurs watching this, and when they even see the estate, they see the cars, they see the house, they're like, oh, okay, I would like to be like this guy. If this guy can do it, I can do it. What's your advice to a lot of young African entrepreneurs?
A lot of people right write me Instagram, I want you to be my mentor. But I can mentor everybody this is differently.
Yeah.
So I have a program, it's called Learn Business with Nola, for Nola Business Incubator, which I do once, twice every year. To bring every young entrepreneurs together, talk to them, finance, strategy, management, leadership, all of those. Bring in some other top entrepreneurs as well. What I usually tell people is building a business is like raising a baby. To be very honest with you, is a bit hard. And it could be very easy as well. People say, oh, but you've built a wonderful company at 31. But I didn't start at 31, I've started since 16. But they didn't know all of that because I haven't joined Instagram maybe 2019 or 18. So that's when they started seeing my pictures.
See your pictures.
And they started seeing beautiful pictures.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you guys been balling.
If I didn't tell you that I've done Uber before,
Yeah, I would not know. Yeah, true.
So, I mean, that consistency, a lot of people don't have it. They get tired. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my God. A lot of times I get tired as well. But I mean, I get home, pray, take like 2 shots of whiskey, sleep.
Yeah, necessary. Necessary if you live in Lagos.
The consistency, the doggedness, the ability to manage people.
Yeah.
Remember, you need both smart and loyal people to grow.
Yeah.
In fact, you need more loyal people than smart
people, true.
But that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
I really watched television. I think it was an Edis Award. The guy got the award and said, 10 years ago, I was behind there. I think it was Unlimited guy.
Oh, okay. Okay, Unlimited early. Okay.
Like 10 years ago, I was a camera boy. I was behind. I was hoping that one day I would also be a recipient of this award. Look, that boy was directly for 10 years. Nobody even knew that 10 years ago he was
doing that.
So the doggedness, the consistency, and the financial intelligence. I've never seen any rich man that don't understand their numbers, unless they're just going to be very average. And you'll be doing very well strategically, but you're not going to grow. Very average. You have to understand your numbers. Your finance has to be top notch. Even the people that have not gone to school but make money, they understand numbers. I've met few of them. Even the people that have made money illegally, they understand numbers so much. So you have to be financially intelligent. There's nothing executive about being a CEO. People just call it chief executive officer. Your job is to think. You have to be very strategic. Think for your people, motivate and manage them. And then lastly, I think keep a lot of money in the bank for your company. Because these are things that I think that they should start with. And then later, they develop their own philosophy to manage their own life. There is no identical scenario. No two identical scenarios. My scenario is different. It will be different from theirs. I can also go and sell shoes and
then do this one. Yeah. It's going to be different.
Do you understand? So they develop their own philosophy according to the scenarios that they found themselves.
Thank you for sharing your story with us. Really appreciate you. And I'm sure a lot of young entrepreneurs out there have learned a lot from your story. In the next video, I'll be going around Lagos with Nola, and we're going to be exploring what a day in the life of a 31-year-old real estate developer is like. And we're also going to be checking out some of his properties. So if you're interested in properties in Lagos, Nigeria, or in Africa, definitely stay tuned for the next video. This year, we're going to be exploring more stories across Africa. So if you are not subscribed to this channel, you're definitely going to miss out. So please hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you guys for watching and happy 2022, and I'll see you guys in the next one.